I was never the kind of man to cause a scene. So when my wife Sarah stared at me across the table that evening in Lakeside Town and said, "Sometimes I just wish you would disappear," something inside me broke silently, completely. I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I just rose from my seat, calm as ever, and walked out of the home we built from nothing. I left my keys on the counter, took only my wallet and a worn duffel bag. No goodbyes, no anger, no explanations, just the hush of finality. For 10 years, I had poured every piece of myself into making her happy. Long shifts, canceled dreams, always putting her first. And I ignored the signs. Those subtle shifts, cold silences. The way her eyes stopped lighting up when I entered a room. Her words that night were the last nail. She didn't love me anymore. Maybe she expected a fight or breakdown, but I was done. She wished I'd disappear, so I did. I moved far, 3 states over, to Ridgewood, and left everything behind. I changed my name, found work as a carpenter, something I once loved, but had buried under a job she wanted me to keep. I chose simplicity, a small town, no past, no history. For the first time in a decade, I could breathe. I didn't reach out to anyone, not friends, not family. I let myself fade. In time, I built something new. I bought a modest cabin near the woods. I started making handcrafted furniture, slowly gaining respect in the community. People saw me for who I was now: quiet, skilled, steady, no longer someone's husband, no longer a source of disappointment, just a man who worked with his hands and asked for nothing in return. 7 years passed. I told myself I didn't wonder about Sarah, that I didn't care where she was or who she was with. Maybe she married the man I long suspected was in her life before I left. But then she walked into my shop. Her clothes were pricey but wrinkled and travel-worn. Her face older, her eyes tired in a way that went beyond sleep. When she saw me, she froze. So did I. "Daniel," she whispered my old name, a name I hadn't heard in years. "You're alive." I didn't move, arms folded, heart racing, expression still. She began to sob, not gentle tears but raw, heaving cries. She fell to her knees on the hardwood floor, gasping, shaking. "I'm sorry," she wept. "I looked for you for years. I thought you were dead. I filed reports. I did therapy. I ruined my life searching for you. I didn't mean it. I was hurt, bitter. I never thought you'd really leave." Finally, I spoke. "But I did. And I didn't come back." Her eyes searched mine. "Please, just hear me out. Let me explain. Let me try to fix this." I inhaled slowly. "There's nothing to fix. You said disappear." I did. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't flinch. I had already healed alone in motel rooms, on forest trails, in the stillness of unfamiliar places. She was just now beginning her pain. It wasn't mine to carry anymore. Eventually, she stood, wiping her cheeks with trembling hands. "Do you hate me?" I paused. "No, I just don't feel anything anymore." She nodded, hollow, crushed. Then she turned, walked to the door, and left just as I once had. I watched her go. She was no longer the woman I knew, just a stranger with a ghost in her eyes. And as the door clicked shut behind her, I turned back to my workbench, picked up a chisel, and kept carving.